Hello, how are you guys doing? You guys doing good? Sorry for the delay. I don't know. I was slow this morning and Herman was like, you know what? I'm going to keep you in bed. I'm going to lay on top of you. And I was like, well, if that's what's going on, then I'll just stay in bed, I guess. It was actually kind of nice. There we are. Yeah, like when a cat's in your lap, there's nothing you do. Clown pubes, really glad to see you're here. At work, about to come off a break, but have a good stream. Thank you, Last Brain. I hope you have a good rest of your day at work. Lesbian Terran. That's really weird. It doesn't actually show up your message on the little thing. That's kind of... Either way, thank you for 35 months of support. 1 month away from 3 years somehow. That is insane. Yeah, like the restream thing doesn't actually show resubs. It's weird. But yeah, we're just gonna do just chatting for a bit. Currently it says there's 0 people on Twitch and 1 person on YouTube. Hopefully that actually updates. It's a lot of you for there being 0 of you. But yeah, I figured we'd just do just chatting for a minute. Oh, I saw it. I saw it on Twitch. It's just not showing up on the on this here. I don't know why. There's just a weird glitch about this chat thing. That also like tends to break every time. Someone messaged me on Tumblr, and I wanted to check this because it's actually kind of messed up, and I hope that it's not true. They said that my new videos on After Hours are not getting... Well, first off, they're not being monetized. That's kind of a problem. I need to fix that. And then secondly, it looks like they're saying that more importantly, they're not getting whatchamacallit. Sorry, my brain's not working today. We're not getting subtitles. Let's check a more recent video, see if there's like subtitles on yesterday's video or something. I mean, the ads would be nice for me, but I care more about the subtitles right now. Let's try and figure that out real quick. Because, like, subtitles and closed captioning unavailable. Okay, maybe it's just, like, a more recent one that's a problem. Maybe it'll take, like, more than 24 hours to get it together. Like, let's try and do, how about the Alan Wake subathon? That was, like, weeks ago. Does it have subtitles? It does. Okay, so it looks like subtitles do kick in at some point. I mean, they're auto-generated because I'm one guy, and I don't make enough to be able to hire someone to do that. But what about the RoboQuest thing from the other day? Did that get RoboQuest? Okay, yeah, okay. So it does work. It just takes a while for it to actually update. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but that's like, you know. Well, I'm just trying to guess based on, like, videos that I see. The first RoboQuest video, it has stuff. Let me check the RoboQuest from... Yeah, okay, so, like, maybe, like, Darktide? Maybe that one from yesterday will have closed caption? Okay, so it takes at least a day. That's, like, not ideal. I don't know a good solution to that. Like, at all. Because this one is from yesterday. No, I know videos don't have ads, because I can look back at, this screen, and it just says, no, I didn't put the ads in. And that's me. I haven't been doing the thing, because I'm, like, just behind on everything. I just feel like I'm, like, never on top of anything. So, is anything happening in the world that we could talk about for a minute? I know that the, whatchamacallit, indie showcase thing, is happening. I'm more excited about that than anything else. Somerton is still trending. It's kind of weird that Internet Historian was not considered like a main part of that as well, despite the fact that like half the video is also him stealing. A Vampire Survivors crossover with Among Us trailer came out. Okay. Oh, right, yes. Knife Street has been sold, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was you, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to update the website and just haven't had a minute to do that. The lots have not gone up yet. I'm sorry. I'm just like perpetually behind on stuff. Because I pretty much just, you know, wake up, hang out with my wife, and then go to work. So I don't really have a moment where I'm like able to do that stuff as much as I would like. Hey, Astropod. Thank you for the 25 months of support. This game is sick, and hearing you compare it to Metal Gear, I think you'd get a kick out of Wanted. Oh, right. PsyOps is still set on there. Yeah, no, that game is great. We're not doing that right now. We're doing just chatting. Sorry. Do I have to look at Batman Rex? Yeah, it's Batman as a T-Rex. They just don't give a shit, do they? God, that's dumb. So other games I've been streaming. I've been doing American Truck Sim. I know people want like a zooted stream. And we'll have to do that at some point. World of Horror we could do. I think I'm done doing the RoboQuest thing. So I changed it just now. It should be updated. Zooted painting stream. I've tried like drinking and painting, and that didn't work. Alternatively, join Mike for a Friday zooted stream. What? Why specifically on Friday? Tomorrow I've got to do a meeting with my person from Screenwave. Is there a way to like monetize quickly? I need to figure that out. Zooted trucking followed by zooted confessions. Zooted confessions, I'm worried that I'm actually going to give some really shitty advice or something that's like offensive, you know? Like, and that's not how I want to go. Do I still have Alan Wake hours left? Yeah, I don't really know how to handle that. I'll be honest with you. Like, if I say something stupid while I'm driving a truck, that's one thing. But while someone is like, I don't know, they're in a situation where it's like they're getting abused or something, and then I say, that sucks, because that's all my brain can actually handle. That's, you know, kind of diminishes the awful things that are going on in that person's life. Like they probably are reaching out to me to try and have some sort of like, I don't know. They just want to be told that like, yeah, actually what you're dealing with is messed up. Confessions aren't a good choice because I always worry that I'm going to say something stupid and put someone in a bad situation. It's part of the reason that I have that thing where I can't do whatchamacallit, where I think zooted Lethal Company would be good, but I need people to play Lethal Company with. And last time I was zooted and Mike was like, you want to stream? I was like, yeah, okay, I could do that. And then I was like, I need to remember how to walk to the bedroom to let my wife know that I'm gonna go stream, you know? And I legitimately wasn't sure how to do that. You got to play more Lethal Company before people are tired of it. I know, but I don't have friends. I didn't say anything about the taco sandwich thing. I just like legitimately just was like, I gotta figure out how to like get to the other room. When I realized that I didn't know how to do that, or realized that that would take like maybe days, hours, to get there to where my wife was to let her know, I was like, maybe now's not a good time. I don't know. I'm not sure how long this will take for me to like get up and walk into the other room. So I was like, you know, if I can't figure out how to do that, then I'm probably not good to stream. You could play Lethal Company. I'm surprised I was able to get the giant lobby thing working. It wasn't really sleep paralysis. It was more just like normal paralysis of the mind. So there was that. I'm just going through and SEOing some videos while... Yeah, my body went into manual mode, and like, I just walk when I walk. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really think about that action. I just do it. Manual Samuel. I'm forgetting, has Rev watched Comfortably Doug? I haven't watched it on stream. I assume you're talking about The Wall. Yeah, switched into like IRL co-op. How long is The Wall? Ooh, I do love Folding Ideas. They make really good videos. I'm still a little bit in like a weird position with like what's The Wall? It's a media competency check, and Doug Walker rolled a nat 1. Like, okay, we can watch that. Have you ever been so zooted that time slowed down and everything moved funny? Yes, and I was on the toilet at the time, having some like, my stomach was doing something real fucked. And so I was on the toilet, just like, I was there for years. I was fighting for my goddamn life for years. Doug. No, it'd be in the Nostalgia Critic. Kingdom of Commercials. This is Doubtfire. Yeah, none of this. The Wall. Oh, you mean the folding videos, or ideas video on The Wall. God, man, the fucking balls on this guy to post like his playlist of these songs. I mean, this is someone else posting the playlist, but what's in the playlist? Why would you make a playlist of this? I mean, this is mostly like copyrighted music, so you're probably just throwing anything out there. Like, there's no, like, Napalm Death is here along with, like, I think, yeah, Janet Jackson is up here. Like, what is this collection? Okay, man. Do you want to watch 40 minutes of The Wall? I don't know if I can take that shit today. Have I watched Valley Verde yet? I believe so. No, that's Conra Verde. Absolutely no. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I can like intellectually handle this video. The razor burn he's got going on, man. Like, clean yourself up, get some makeup or something. You're a fucking... He's made fucking millions, right? H-Bomb directly referenced a line from Dan's Wall video. Like, it's like he knew I was watching Doug the Wall content all last month. Thought it was no... What do I mean by zooted? You know. Like being drunk, but different. We'll go with that. That's probably okay for YouTube. Take some CBD and just like vibe. The review of Doug's review is fantastic. Yeah, I saw that, and it's like, it really is just him not understanding, like, I don't know. Have you heard of RevScarecrow? Yes. Yes. Maybe. There are people who review the review of Doug's review. That's like pretty far in. Have you seen Angel Hair? I don't think so. Let's see. Viewer submitted horror stories, followed by Priest Simulator Heavy Duty. Appear to be the most popular things that I've streamed recently. Followed by Truckin', which has fallen off a bit. Trucking actually does pretty good consistently. Review Mike's review of Doug's review. I mean, I would trust someone like Mike more to evaluate The Wall. I don't think you have to be a fan of Pink Floyd in order to review it, but, you know, I think you should probably listen to it and learn anything about, like, anything. Maybe connect some dots. Like, see if, like, I don't know, there's anything, like, going on with that. I mean, it seemed like he just did not understand the assignment. And you know, back when he was just doing reviews of stuff like, I don't know, like really shitty movies or whatever, just saying it's shit and shallow is like, that's fine, that works. You can do that, and it's not going to be a big issue. But, you know, doing that for, I don't know, like something that's actually got some like artistic value. Do a review of Mike's review of Doug's review, then ask Vinny to do a review of Mike's review, your review of Mike's review. He confidently did not understand the assignment. Agreed. Yeah, he had no idea what the goddamn shit he was doing there. Clown pubes? Nice. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is stuff that just doesn't translate to modern day, but I mean, some of it does, and I think the idea of just being, like, in this situation where, like, everything is just breaking you down brick by brick in this, like, you know, well, I mean, I guess the bricks are going into the wall rather than the other way around, but, you know, that you're getting broken down piece by piece, and it just causes you to close yourself off from reality. I think that's very relatable, you know? That, you know, it's one thing that, like, the teachers yell at you and then your parents are fucked up and you're fucked up and the war is happening. Like, that is very, like, I think you can understand that. I think that that is an understandable point of view. That, like, there's no relation directly between, I don't know, the war and children in schools. Not really. I mean, you could get there. But like, you know, in reality, it's about like, it's another thing that like separates him from anyone else, and he realizes that he's fucked. Clown Pubes is just doing his bit, and honestly, I like a guy who sticks to his bit, you know? Your dad died, your mom is broken, your teachers are yelling at because you're not doing your work because you're still processing grief. And on top of that, like, the war is happening. There's like, everyone's like getting more and more fascist every day. Like, honestly, that's like, that album is very relatable still. There's bits of it where like maybe some of the imagery isn't, but like, it speaks to just like a certain level of just incompetency on Doug's part.
Looks like they're starting to get gruntled. Like the Pubes is becoming gruntled. Like he's talking to one of his coworkers. He's like, "Clown pubes, clown 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 pubes."
Clown Pubes, thank you for the sub to Cup Ninja.
Clown pubes, clown pubes, clown pubes. Right? And it's like, whoa, buddy, calm down, man. What if somebody heard you? Jesus Christ.
That's an HR problem there, yeah.
Holy shit. And he's completely right. He's not wrong.
Trying to make sure that I've hit monetize on all these videos real quick while we I feel like I need more coffee, but I'm worried that I'm gonna have a panic attack if I have more. I think I'm just not here right now. Let me turn on some music or something. Here, have some Kevin. Have some tea. I'd have to make it, and that's a problem. My wife is at work today. She has kind of a regular schedule in the week. She usually works one weekday and then the weekend. And like, you know, that's been good because we're still getting money. You know, we're still getting, I don't know, stuff coming in. But now that she's a lot happier of a person and all that, like, I don't know. It's also, I get to hang out with her a lot. And then it's like, oh, I love this woman a lot. Like, I fall a little bit more in love with her every day, and then she goes to work, and now I'm sad. Do you know what I mean? I saw this horrible story recently about a woman who, her boyfriend, like, she went into the bathroom, there was no toilet paper, right? And so she asked the boyfriend, like, hey, can you go get me some toilet paper? A normal thing to say. And he says, well, I told you there wasn't any in there. It's like, okay, well, can you go get me some anyway? And he's like, no, use a towel or something. And he's just sitting outside the door. I think both me and my wife had the same reaction where we were like, who the fuck does that? Well, they were just boyfriend, girlfriend. She broke up with him. And eventually she just started screaming from help. Like hoping one of the neighbors would hear and maybe help her out. And he was like, fine, you're being so dramatic. Like, me and my wife have had a similar situation where like one of us will forget that we're out of toilet paper because that's kind of normal. And then you just go, hey, honey. You go, what's up? There's no toilet paper. Oh, okay, I'll get you some real quick. Because that's the fucking conversation you have. We can't keep extra rolls under the sink because, like, Herman really likes tearing up toilet paper. And he threw the roll at her, which is just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get that. Like, what's the point of having a significant other if you don't, like, treat them right? Like, I'm glad she posted about it, and I really do want to say, like, if you're in a situation like that, that's not fucking normal behavior. And you're worth more than that. And I know that that guy or gal or whatever is telling you that, but that you do deserve it or you feel like you deserve it, you fucking don't. No one deserves that shit. People like that need to go to fucking hell. Like, I don't even understand how you can get to that spot where, like, well, it's more that, like, you know, instead of, like, just acting like a normal person and going and getting the toilet paper, he made it like a thing to be upset about, to yell about, to get into a fight about. And it's like, why? There's enough fucking problems in the world. Why would you fucking do that? Like, the bar is so fucking low for guys, man. I was telling a friend of mine the other day, it's like, part of that, like, just, I can't understand why. I've known some really shitty dudes in my life, and it made me even straighter. You know what I mean? Like, I've had some bad relationships, but not like throw toilet paper at you bad. Okay, close, but we broke up. You know, and you know, now that I'm through those relationships, I do appreciate them. You know, I very much believe that I am forged by the fires that made me. You know, that I'm the person that I am because of the bad shit that's happened in my life. And in that, I mean that the respect wife juice is stronger as a result, you know? Like, you just treat people nice. I don't know why this is hard for people. Sorry, I'm still SEOing videos. But yeah, imagine trying to have that conversation during a Sinfessions while I'm zooted out of my goddamn mind. Like, I feel like I would fuck that conversation up. Yeah, I mean, like, when people treat you like shit, I feel like, you know, when you feel like the world is full of shitty people, when you feel like there's bad shit happening to you all the time, there's basically two different ways that you go about things. Either you become one of those people or you fight to try and make sure that no one else ever has to deal with what you've had to deal with, you know? And I like to think that I've ended up in the second category, but the amount of violence that I'm like down for is probably closer to the first one. But I like to think that I'm violent, parentheses, in a positive way. I got a sneeze coming on. Violent for the right reasons. I know people who think that cynicism is reality and happiness is fake. Yeah. Like, and I hope that those people get it together at some point. Life's a lot like a sewer. You get out what you put in, you know? I love that song, by the way. Okay, I think I've actually gone through and monetized all the stuff. Except for this video. Like, the universe has no malice against you. The universe is just in a state of decay. If you want to make that sound like it's malicious, then it can be malicious. But if you don't want it to sound malicious, then it doesn't have to be. You know? Like, you can just, I don't know, fucking... Yeah? Cynicism and pessimism are defensive traits. I think that you can think... I think I am, like, a cynic, but, like, I realize that maybe, like, someone should do something about it. Like, shit sucks. We should do something. If we extend unlimited tolerance even for those who are intolerant, if we are not prepared to defend a tolerant society against the onslaught of intolerance, then the tolerant will be destroyed and the tolerance with them. Yeah. That's the, what's it called? The, it's better to be stoic. There's a time for stoicism. There's a time to cry. You know, there's a time to feel. Stoicism is getting, I feel like, converted into an ideology where you just like sit and take it, and that's worse. It's the paradox of tolerance. Yeah, that's what it was called. But yeah, I think that stoicism can be a mind worm that just leads to isolation and depression. Hear about the guy who blew up his house in Virginia? I did, actually. It was him and another guy. Heard about it through the punk subreddit because, like, a friend of theirs was involved. Philosophies in general are only, like, yeah. Philosophies are only as good as you make them. Jesus had a nice philosophy, but people used it to justify war. Like, Broism is about suppressing your feelings under a new name, yeah. And that, usually when I hear people saying or advocating for stoicism, they're advocating for broism. I haven't heard that term before, but I know what you mean. I also feel like stoicism is very much like a product of its time and a product of the author. Is that Aquinas? Who did that one? I don't think it was Aquinas. That doesn't sound like his jam. Zeno of Citrium, apparently, according to Wikipedia. Yeah, LinkedIn is Facebook for getting jobs. Have you ever heard of Super Lesbian Animal RPG? Because it kind of wrecked me in a way few other games have. Yeah, it's like business Facebook. It's not my favorite. Fun fact, Zeno the Stoic started his philosophy to deal with the trauma of his teacher throwing soup at him as a joke. In simple terms, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions, while accepting the things we can't. That's like a rephrasing of the Christian saying, right? God give me the strength to change the things I can and the reason to understand what I can't. Something like that. I wonder which came first. chicken or the egg? No, one of them came before the other. I mean, like, Christianity likes to take other people's shit and go, well, actually, we have something like that too. You guys have a, you guys have a holiday right around, like, the Yule? Like, when the changing of the seasons happen? So do we. That's when our, Savior was born. Yeah, no, Jesus, he was a cool guy. I mean, there's no description of there being any snow or anything, but, like, don't pay attention to that. Just, it's Jesus Day. I've been, like, working through a lot of philosophy books and a lot of, like, political science kind of books, and should probably, like, set it up so you guys can actually see chat. Yeah, let me just duplicate this, change my face over to this corner. Oh, that looks really bad. Okay, I need to fix, like, chat on screen for a sec until I can figure out how to make it look better. I think it just needs to be longer, yeah? How much longer does that need to be? Like 30% longer? So maybe make it like 700 pixels tall? Oh, that's still not quite right. I want to cut off, like, maybe 3 pixels to the side, so let's call it 350, and then 800. And that should be pretty close to what we need. Yeah, it's good enough. And for some reason, it puts things up at the top and then brings them down. Hi, Viod Watchers. Let me rename this to Just Chatting with Chat. Cool. There we go. But yeah, no, I've been reading a lot of philosophy and reading or listening to, probably more accurately, because I do most of my reading through audiobooks. Been listening to a lot of political theory stuff. And I think what I've realized is a lot of these do not have, a lot of political theories don't do the brass tacks of stuff. I got banned from that Marxist memes thing for pointing out the common issue with, like, communism and when it is, like, statist, and got banned because apparently stating the truth makes me not lefty enough. Like, of the times that, you know, communism has been tried from scratch, it usually just ends up with, like, a dictator. That's not saying that won't actually work, but it's definitely not going to work when you keep trying it the exact same way. A lot of politics in America are just commodity fetishism disguised as activism. Yeah, I'm not upset about it. I just think it's funny. I do think that there's a lot of politics that's just like you can spend your way to being. It's almost like if you buy the right things, if you say the right, particularly buy the right things is the thing that we have an issue with here, because saying the right things is nice, but you should probably believe them too. But you definitely, when you're buying the right things to make it so that way you're, like, better, that becomes just like a commodification of politics. And that usually ends up being like, you know what feminism is? These tight-ass jeans that I got from JCPenney's. You know? And then people are like, yeah, like, or they buy something because it's got a rainbow flag on it or something. And it's like, I don't think that we can buy our ways out of the situation that we're in right now. Like, legitimately, we can't. I'm not smart enough to come up with some alternative to capitalism, but I am smart enough to see that it sucks. I mean, yeah, you've got to it's stacking a whole bunch of I've not seen the weird Tumblr slap bites about Asteron. I think that there's not a lot that we can do to destroy capitalism on an individual basis aside from just not participating in it. And that's the confusing bit. I also think that if communism ever actually does come around, I don't think it'll be called communism. I think it'll be called something else because it's just absolutely fucking, like, tainted as a word. People would gladly say, hey, I think it's okay for everyone to get what they need in order to survive, but communism's bad, you know? And it's like, I mean, that's what it is. I think that people put a lot of trust in politicians actually believing any of the shit they say. I went to a city planning meeting with an angry mob recently. That's good. They did the bad thing anyway? Yeah. I think that a lot of American politics, specifically, and I'm not going to say it's the same in other countries, but I would suspect that it is a lot of bullshit, whatever, that gets the media's attention, and then they just kind of fuck around and screw people over in secret. And it's not so secret because you can't look at those documents, but they're out there saying stuff like, oh, we have to protect gay people, but we also have to destroy the gay people, depending on which side of the fence you're on. But all the same, we're going to make sure that they can't afford a burger at the burger place. So. It's not even secret anymore. Yeah. But a lot of people are still into, like, I don't know. They say things to, like, the politicians on this, that, or the other, and it's just like, man, that's not where they're at, man. It's not where they're at all. I don't actually care about this. Some do. Some actually do, but they're using it as a thing. Anyway, we should probably do something else because I don't know. Republicans are throwing a fit about the GTA 6 trailer. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Let them be mad. Be mad about marketing. Can we do tier list? Oh, there's a female protagonist. What is this video? Valle Verde. So I assume that this is like creepypasta based on the stuff that, like, is linked around it. Well, you can check it out real quick. Analog horror Petscopy. Didn't Nick do a deep dive on this? Yeah, let's see what this is. I mean, it looks legit. They got, I mean, this arrow being up here makes no sense. It would be on the side if they were going to do it. So this is from Alluvium. Alluvium. Let's give this a go. Yeah, sure. Why not? Old school PS1 logo. All right. I didn't have a PS1, so I didn't get to hear this as often as a lot of people did. I did have a PlayStation 2, and we had to go out to the store because I forget which Final Fantasy, one of the PlayStation 1 ones. And I realized I couldn't save my PS1 stuff onto my PS2 card. Oh, can you not choose? Wait, was that Spanish? Connecting, please do not turn off the TH brain device. What is a TH brain device? Come on now. It reminds me a lot of, was it Lacuna 2 or something along those lines? Guy who's only played one JRPG. Hey, who are you? I've never seen you here before. Oh, so you are new. Welcome to Valley Verde. It's always good. And speaking of which, do you have the papers? Papers? Oh, papers, huh? You're lucky. I came across a prepared inspector. I'll make a provisional document, but you must register. Well, tell me about you. So just went with default stats. Yeah, this feels like human Animal Crossing so far. Lufia too, yes. Yeah. Like just the way that the graphics are done. By the way, what's your destination? Yeah. This is all very well done. It feels like a mid to late PS1 game. I arrived in default, whatever. I should get my whatever authenticated. What happened? I mean, you guys can read, yeah? Or do I need to make it bigger? I might need to make it bigger. Like these like whoever did this did a really good job mimicking that style. Press T. Oh. I was just gonna make it bigger. Oh, the awkward movement of having to do tank controls. I've led the, huh? What can I help you with? I mean, so far everything seems very like a normal thing. By the way, see his arm on my left armband? You get leadership. I mean, he's clicking to stop. You're going through too fast. I can't read all this shit, man. The place is called Debug, yeah. So this is like, well, hold up. Found, I've been reviewing the first 20 minutes of footage almost frame by frame these last few months in order to avoid the risk of uploading something potentially illegal. I've seen things that appear and disappear in various parts of this video and had to review the entire thing to make sure. As far as I know, everything is relatively normal, but I have to clarify this is not suitable for children, despite seeming so because of this game being for kids. In fact, I thought it at the first time, things don't add up. Right, yeah, it's evil. It's meant for kids, but it's evil, right? Yeah, all right. Yeah, they're just kind of running through stuff that they're testing. Oh no, a creepy happened. This is Oliver from Ireland. This is Chloe from France. Mattis from Argentina. All good. Let's go back to the center. There's a little Joe in the garage going on. I will say I appreciate the fact that this seems like it's done in an engine. So to me, this feels like they probably knew exactly what they were gonna do and then made, like, in Unity, a game that looked like a PS1 game. Just that way it looked like he was actually playing a game rather than animation. And, you know, whereas there's a lot of stuff like Petscop, which I feel like, you know, obviously it did it first. This one just does a fucking better job than Petscop. Petscop never looked like a real game to me. This, if you told me this was a real game, I'd believe it. You know? Whereas, because it definitely has that, like, style. Petscop was made in-engine puppet show. Episode 2 will have stuff that you haven't seen. Just the way that people move feels very PS1 era. It doesn't look like they're trying to do anything that's beyond what a PS1 was capable of. Also, the fact that this all looks like it was, like, filmed on, like, a Dazzle. You know what I mean? Like, that looks a little bit off. Like, that should have been, like, a hole that was just, like, a black hole that he didn't ever reach or something. And fade to black. The load screens are also a little fast. That's a little bit more normal. Like, yeah, I feel like it should be... Please don't play the song. Please don't copyright claim me. Please no. Please no. You received a stash of coins? You're still massively in debt, right? DMCA horror. I mean, these are all real paintings and such. What song? What is that song? It's Money by Pink Floyd. Thank you. We were just talking about Pink Floyd. The brain text, like, whatever add-on, that's like the least believable part. Like, cause like, come on now, you know? But all right. Fleshy trees. Seems normal. I asked if people wanted to watch the wall and they said no, and then I got linked to this instead. Copyright claim? Probably a copyright claim. Audio jungle, 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 audio jungle.
The world would not be the same. Two people laughed.
I'm not gonna get bonked on Twitch at least. This is how good horror punk starts. Like almost exactly like this like area here.
I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture.
And you go.
Is trying to persuade the prince that
You do something like that.
and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
I mean, he's got to upload the copyrighted music if he's gonna, like, do the thing the way he oughta. Yeah, animated emotes don't work quite right on the thing. Jesus. Is that saying patient or patent? Yeah. Patient unable to move. These are anomalies during testing. Got it. So, like, there was other footage, but they just didn't upload it because nothing interesting happened. Where's Chloe? What's happened? Can you see me? Can you see this bar? Yes, I can't move. Do you see someone else? Do you know where the others are? What's happened? I want to speak to my mom. Apparently, in one of the X-Men comics, Iceman, a guy made of ice, gets blessed by a priest and becomes holy water, and it fucks up some vampires. I mean, that's great. He's no longer with us. I don't want to play this game anymore. Please get me out. Okay, like... Can I... Okay. I like how polished this all looks. I like how, like... It looks right. It sounds right. For the most part. I would say, like, walking through the forest there looked a little low effort, but, you know, considering how high effort all the rest of this is, I'm gonna give it a pass. But, oh no. Child souls are locked inside of a video game again. Yeah, I don't really like that it puts the ordering of the chat like that. I apologize. I mean, this isn't, like, bad. It's actually pretty, as far as, you know, analog horror goes, pretty good.
Lovely lady dressed in blue.
The second episode is better.
Teach me how to pray. God was just your little boy. Tell me what to say. Did you lift him up sometimes? Gently on your knee? Did you sing to him the way mother does to me? Did you ever try telling him stories of the world? And oh, did he cry? Do you think he cares if I tell him things? Just little things that happen? And do angels' wings make a noise? Can he hear me if I speak low? Does he understand me now? Tell me, for you know. Lovely lady dressed in blue, teach me how to pray. God was just your little boy, and you know the way.
I've never heard that before.
Almighty God, Father, Son, and Holy.
Hublar, father. Sure. Object generation and change. Yeah, without trying to sound harsh, it's a lot of effort for a premise that's already been, like, done a few times. I kind of wish this is a real game because it looks good, you know? I have a feeling this is about, like, nuclear bombings. Considering, like, make sure you don't miss, we're trying to aim for islands. We had that whole I have become death speech. Whenever I mention a video in my message does not show up. That's really weird. And I feel like people are still, like, wrestling with, like, America's involvement with, well, saying involvement is very passive tense. Let me try that again. America's bombing of Japan when it was already, like, conceding. Is the screen on YouTube side set to top chat or live chat? It doesn't really change anything because it's the same on both. What you're looking at is the stream elements chat. I don't know if I can set it the other way because, to be honest, it's actually different on my end. This is a video. I don't know if I can set it the other way because what I see is actually in order. Turn on the console on March 22nd, 1997. Oh, it's February 22nd, though. Are you hungry? Look to your left. Can you see it? Your needs are human. Satisfy your appetite. When you go to bed, it turns into, like, blood or guts. That's part of why I liked the viewer-submitted writing things. Well, let's see what that is. It's a very high-quality thing that I've already seen. I mean, not specifically this, but, you know, sort of. Your destiny is sealed, and then there's a creepy face. Yeah, Mega Man Legends, I think, is specifically what it reminds me of. Or like Quest 64. Like, that era of video games. Oh no, he died again. I mean, neat. Well, I'm doing another one. Should we announce when that is? Okay, so let's figure this out real quick. So Let me look at a calendar of December 2023. December. All right, so we're on the 6th. Would 3 weeks be enough time for you guys to get it together? Like maybe the 26th or the 27th, depending on whether or not I read. Okay, should I read the stories on the 27th or the 28th? Also, this is like right around Christmas. Or other holidays if you celebrate them. So like, is it okay to have mess up themes in the story? It has to be stream safe. Either the 27th or the 28th, not the 29th. I mean, it could be the 29th, but that's like New Year's Eve. So when would you guys like to have me read y'all's stories? Yeah, content warnings would be nice. Oh, okay, you have work that day. That's fair enough. I wasn't sure if there was like some event or something that was going on. Also, like chat is like not flush to the edge of the thing. There we go. Christmas is, yeah, on Christmas is a shit day. I'm not streaming on Christmas, or maybe Christmas Eve. I'm not sure, honestly. Actually, my wife might be at work on Christmas Eve. I guess grape means no. Oh yeah, try not to do that. Because that's first off, I just don't enjoy reading those kind of stories, and second off, like, you know, it's kind of a cheap tactic to make things evil. Some people may have this 22nd off. Okay. Doesn't Mike have something planned that week? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Mike right now. I haven't spoken to him since last time. Oh, hey, hold up. It's just posted on the RevCord. This is pretty good. They're like Terminator equivalents. Yeah, those look great. If you wanted to do like a Lolita sort of style thing. Wonderful. Got a friend who I could send that to. Anyway, back to this. I wish that could we have the end date after New Year's? Maybe we do that. Like we push it on to the next year. I think that a lot of people would consider it a joke rather than a real thing that you're into. Okay, so maybe we have it wait until after like New Year's to actually get in on the thing. So maybe like January of 2024. We could even do it like the first Wednesday of that month. Or first Thursday. I don't know. It depends on whether or not you want to do Synfessions on that Wednesday or not. Is this Earthbound? It's something that's trying to look a bit like Earthbound or whatever. So, yeah. This is for the story thing. Is a depressed, suicidal protagonist okay? If it's gonna be kind of like on the edge there, I would say definitely like put some trigger warnings at the beginning, or just like content warning, however you want to phrase it. So that way people can maybe dip for like 15 minutes or whatever, and or skip ahead depending on whether they're seeing it. Mike is doing his IRL subathon in Florida on the 28th or 29th. I really wish Darktide like worked better than it does right now. Right now the lag is awful, and it's like kind of unplayable. I think that would be fun to play right now, even if it's not the most popular thing I stream. Yeah, when they did the update, they fucked things up with fire. It was supposed to be better. Instead of knocking all your armor off and doing damage to your, health fairly quickly, or pretty much immediately, instead it destroys your toughness almost immediately and then kills you almost immediately. Whereas before you could get hit by some of it and then just get out of the way, and hopefully no one's like shooting at you at the same time, and then you're probably fine. Yeah, I mean, usually what I do for the for the contests, I probably shouldn't even call it a contest. What should I call this viewer submitted horror stories thing? Exhibition? Sure. Something like that. Because I don't want people to think that there's prizes when I'm not offering any. You know? Like, community horror stories, like, event? Reading? Extravaganza? When I held a thing like that, I called it a not a contest. The community horror stories show. Yeah, that works. Show. Because a show is a thing that you get to be, that is a thing. Okay, how about community horror show? Or spookathon. Spookathon sounds great. Community Untitled Milkshakes. Showcase, sure. Showcase is also another good word. I liked a lot of the horror that you guys read wrote because it was new. It was different. All right, I'm just gonna switch to the second one because if it gets good on the second one, I just want to see what's in the second one, you know? Clock's doing something fucky. the biblically accurate angel is a gate for this, yeah. What is this? This is Valle Verde and it's spelled Valleverde, 2 words. In short, what it's about, it seems like kids are in this game and it's possessed or whatever. Where did this come from? Have I ever met Mike IRL? Yeah, that's how we became friends. I met him at TMG one year, and he was, you know, he was trying to do the YouTube thing, but having a hard time with it. And I'm like, this guy's cool as shit. Like, and just, I don't know. I had been through a lot of the shit that Mike's been through. And I was like, no, we're not doing this thing where you're like not getting any support from anyone. we're gonna stream together. And every fucking video, we're gonna start and end it with you saying who you are and where they can find you. And people, you know, you got to take it from there. You got to do the grind yourself from there to actually make that be a thing. But, you know, and once you make that grind a thing, then you could do that. So, like, that way, you know, he could have a start. And if he fucks up from there, that's him, you know? Mike beats him up, self up quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, I saw a kindred spirit in Mike, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take care of you, man. We're gonna do this, because this is, you know, it's like we were talking about earlier, you know, like all of this bad shit that happens. I'm sorry, by the way, on this, I'm just not interested. It's well made, but I kind of just don't care. Didn't you say you adopted Mike like a cat? Kind of, sorta. And that's totally fine if, you know, XYZ, like, if his content isn't for you. It's his job to make content that people like. It's not my job to do that. My job was to let you guys know that he existed. That's what I felt like was my thing I could do to help. I had a community bigger than his. He was trying to get going, and all he needed was some attention. So I was like, I can give you that. And we'll do every other thing. Watch from around 12 minutes. Yeah, it looks like it turns into a straight up anime at one point. Which again...
Pero creo que puedo recordar el tacto de una tela suave, enganchándose a uno de mis ángulos, una luz intensa, alejándose deprisa, y luego el sentir de mi ser, mi vena.
Yeah, let's check out the most viewed stuff. Oh, that's kind of cool. That it's got like actual other games. What is this? I'd like to see the files. And you can look through all the different... Yeah, what... I mean, Metal Gear did this. That's probably a thing I can't watch. Is this supposed to be a real game? Like one that already exists? Some sort of first-person shooter for the PS1? Because I don't recognize it, but I also didn't play the PS1. Wait, was that supposed to be a... I don't think they had QuickTime events back on the PS1. All the other games are fan-made too? This game doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, there weren't QuickTime events back at this time. Shenmue? This is not the Capcom game. I'm worried about getting copyright claimed by Capcom on something they don't even own. I will say that this is a very solid, like, well-made thing. But Pets Cop already exists. Sonic EXE already exists. Fucking, there's so many haunted video game things that's always about a child getting stuck in the game. And I'm just like, come on, man. What was the other one that we read? Godzilla for the NES. All stems from Ben Drowned. Oh yeah, Ben Drowned. That's another one that's in this list. And it's like, this is so well done, and I hate to see that, like, all this work went to, oh hey, it's Ben Drowned again. You know? It's Samurai Jack and Isekai, yes. Sort of. Close enough. Like, haunted video games are kind of like, just don't fucking play them. Just, why are you doing this? You know that one that we were watching that was done by the Backrooms guy, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head, but the guy who, like, is making the movie about it and all that, right? This one's supposed to be about helping kids in comas. Kane Pixels, yes, thank you. Kane Pixels gave a reason on why something as stupid as going to a hole in the ground under a tree, climbing down there and finding an abandoned mall where there shouldn't be one, why someone would fucking do that. You know? All of these have no voiceover work. There's no like, hey guys, I'm a YouTuber and we're going to be streaming this, I'm playing this game. You know? Like, give me a shitty voiceover, honestly. Give me some guy who's doing, like, the worst attempt at trying to be, like, a YouTuber, and, like, they found this weird game, and they get views, and they're like, maybe this is how I make it big. Like, that makes sense to me as a thing, you know? But, like, why are you even doing this? Like, to record it? It's fucked up and cursed. You don't do voiceovers while testing. You mean like Inscription? Kinda, yeah. Inscription actually did it well. Holy shit. Inscription has been drowned, but I didn't fucking hate it. I don't know if I'm just feeling anything right now. I think I'm just on a bad vibe right now, and that's the issue with this. Yeah, give me a bootleg Markiplier, you know? Yeah, I think my vibes are just off today. The things you just said right now, rapid eyes. I don't know what that means. What's something else that we could do? I kind of don't want to do tier list right now. We can watch that later. I feel like I'm just gonna rag on it, and the unfortunate part is it's actually good. You know? I think I'm gonna take like a 2-minute break, and then I'm gonna try and figure out what I'm doing from there. Is that all right? That's what I'm doing. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Welcome back, everyone. I think I'm gonna get some water, and then we could do, I don't know, man. I didn't sleep well last night, and I think that's the issue. Yeah, I might have to get some more coffee, and then maybe wake up or something. I don't know what to do with myself right now. There's a demo for a game called Trash Goblin. Yeah, I might, why don't I go ahead and take, like, a break for a bit, and I'll drink some coffee, maybe take a nap, and then I'll come back and stream, because I just feel like I'm just being a sack of shit right now. Like, because that was not as bad as I was saying it was. It's just, you know, I'm in a piss poor mood. So, yeah, I'm gonna bounce for a minute. I'll see you guys in a bit. I will let you know if I come back. I'll tweet about it and I'll talk about it in the Discord and stuff. So yeah, I'll